Hello and welcome to At Home with Anita Rosner. Today I'm going to share with you an easy Italian lemon cookie recipe. They're called Anginetti. My oven is preheating to 400 and the ingredients you'll need to make these cookies are as follows. 3 eggs, 3 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, half a cup of sugar, 1 stick of unsalted softened butter, confectioner sugar, and of course, a lemon. You will also need Nonpareils for garnishing, and we will discuss these later because I have an issue. We'll get to that. The first thing we're going to do is combine the dry ingredients. So I'm putting the baking powder in with the flour, and I am going to zest this lemon. We want these nice and lemony. Lemony, lemony, lemony. And nothing brightens up the flavor of a dish than lemon zest. It is potent stuff. All right, we just pop that right into our flour and stir it up. Now in the bowl of our mixer, we're going to cream the butter and sugar. So just pop those in and add a dash of salt. So once it's well blended like that, then we will add our eggs one at a time until it's thoroughly combined. Make sure you scrape down the sides and then just give it one more little spin. And now with the mixer running, we're going to add our flour a little bit at a time till we get a nice creamy dough. So now we're just going to pinch off a little piece of dough, roll it, twist it in a knot. Like so. If you find it's easier, you can roll it out like this. That is easier, let's be honest. Just coil it around. If you want, you can get creative with the shapes, but the traditional shape is like a knot. Hard as I may try, I cannot get them to look like my grandmother's. Hers were, well, you know, she had years of practice. What you're really going for is the center of the cookie should be higher than the sides. We're going to glaze them, so what they look like on top doesn't really matter so much. When I was growing up, we called these Ginettes. So when I would say to my Italian friends, oh, you know those lemon cookies that our grandmothers used to make, those Ginettes? And they're like, Ginettes? I never heard of Ginettes, because they're called Anginetti. But I guess my family was on a more of a first name basis. We called her Jeanette. Now the actual lemon flavor of the cookie is very subtle. It doesn't come at you really lemony. That is kind of the job of the glaze, which we will get to. Just be patient. So these are done, and we're going to pop them in the oven. You're going to bake these for 12 minutes until they get just the tiniest bit of color on them. The underside will be a little browner, and then cool them completely on a wire rack. Our Anginettis are completely cool, and now we're going to make the glaze. So in the bowl, I have the juice of 1 whole lemon, And I'd love to give you precise measurements here, but that's not going to happen because you never know how much juice a lemon is going to yield. So we're just going to add powdered sugar little by little until we get the consistency we want in the glaze. All right, we are nearly there. It should be thick, a very pale yellow, and it should ribbon, and I'll show you what that means. When I say ribbon, this is what I'm talking about. It should do this, because we don't want it too drippy. Coats the back of a spoon beautifully. All right, so let's glaze. We're going to glaze, and while the glaze is still wet, add the Nonpareils. Here's my problem with the Nonpareils. I don't like them because these cookies have a nice, soft, doughy bite, and the Nonpareils kind of ruin that for me. I don't want the crunch. So I'm going to do some with the Nonpareils and some without, because it's like Chewis interruptus. For me, it's like enjoying a fluffy omelet and biting into an eggshell. Want no part of that. Thank you. So we're just dipping. And sprinkling. They are pretty with the Nonpareils, but you know, it's just not my thing. And there they are. Easy Italian lemon cookies. Anginetti. And this one, without the Nonpareils, is for me. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Become a subscriber and leave a comment for me. I love hearing from you. Join me again next time at Home with Anita Rosner. Thanks for watching.